Yeah. My God. Shio. God bless our lanes. Bola Botswana. Yeah.
It's the 18 again, bringing us to 12:37, our time at Duma FM. More talk, more music. Now, I did say earlier on, we're going to be taking advice. We're going to be talking financial tips. This is for all of you who want to save this year. My goal is to have this amount. My goal is to have, 5 liter, 5 if that is your goal, then make sure that you are tuned in. Well, let's get straight into that discussion. So don't make sure that you are tuned in. Make sure that you are tuned in as we get straight into that discussion. Thero from Investors Paradise.
All right.
Thero joins us from Investors Paradise. Thero, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you too.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Compliments of the season, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. When do we stop saying it though?
I think we should stop.
I think after mid-month. I think because tomorrow is the 15th.
So the moment we have money, we stop saying compliments. Okay, no, it's fine. I know some people are getting paid tomorrow, so by like keep out. Maybe la do about to buy long ba duelo ya lokamo. So let's talk money.
Yeah,
right?
let's talk money.
I mean, you are from a background, you are the right person to talk to. Financial tips. You guys doing your business. What are the biggest mistakes that we make?
I think it's more about the misconception of money.
Oh, okay.
That is to say that saving. Right? Now, let me just give you a premise. In economics, you have a term called marginal propensity to save.
Oh.
That is to say, there's a portion of your money, which, Google it later. There's a proportion of your money which you set aside for saving. But the biggest question is, are you saving to spend or are you saving to invest?
Okay, there's a difference.
So there's a difference, because if you're saving to spend, then what you're just doing is that you're just perpetuating a very, very bad habit of spending money. Why don't you invest your money?
Can I save to save? I think that's what I do. I save to save.
So at what point are you going to spend your money? Exactly. So basically, we should develop a culture of delayed gratification. To now say that I'm putting money aside such that I'm going to invest it somewhere. So what our company does, essentially what we do, we actually provide financial education, whereby now we teach people on where exactly to see investment opportunities and where to put their money. So let's not save to spend. I know you probably want your Jimmy Choos and your red bottoms.
Yes.
But delayed gratification, probably 4 or 5 years after your investment has matured, then maybe you can start spending your money.
Okay. So how ba madi ka go thoko yalo? Re santse go itse gore re beela madi a ka go thoko.
Exactly.
And go re ska ra ba madi ka go thoko yalo go a dirisa.
Yeah.
Esen go reka yalo a do dingwe re a beele ka go thoko yalo a gwa ba go gongwe to invest in something.
Exactly.
All right. So that is Norike is a misconception. Guys, we do it.
Today, MPS, marginal propensity to save.
It's a good thing that you came, 2014.
Yeah, just before people actually get paid, so they know what to do with their money, right?
Because all right.
Yeah.
Ga ke batla go save, okay? Let's say ke my New Year's resolution, you know. Ke batla go save. Ke save what portion or what percentage ya madi ane ya my monthly income ke go na ilong gore ke ba ka go thoko.
Okay, obviously, okay, so basically as opposed to marginal propensity to save, you've got marginal propensity to consume.
Oh, okay.
Right? So basically when you combine the two, you get your income, which is basically marginal, saying to say that now it's basically represented as 1,
okay.
right? So it's expressed in a decimal way. So, okay, just to simplify it, That's where now budgeting comes in.
Oh, okay.
So budgeting is a function of your marginal propensity to consume.
Oh, okay.
So if you know, okay, I spend this much on my car insurance, I spend this much on my mortgage, I spend this much on my kids' school fees, then now you know exactly what you're spending on. And remember, budget is not only number specific, but it's also time specific.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
if you're getting paid every month.
So say budget budget is very important.
Very important.
Budget there. Me ga ke dira budget ke dira yang.
Well, basically, like I said, it really depends on, you look within your means, right? Because it's a propensity that is based on your income. That is to say that if you overspend, then you're going to find yourself having more month at the end of the month instead of having more money at the end of the month.
Huh?
I think maybe level of propensity, regarding how could we simplify the word propensity, like a trend or like inclination?
Yeah, inclination,
Yeah.
tendency, proclivity. Yeah, it's a tendency to save.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try and do a budget here. All right. Obviously, first things first. Rent.
Yeah.
Let's say my rent is 2.5. Let me put aside 2.7, right?
Okay.
Because I can afford, right? Again, I'm looking at water, $100, electricity, 200, food, about 250, right? I'm sorry, I'm not calculating. I'm not doing this.
Neither am I.
And of course, transport.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Transport, I put aside, let's say, 200, right? These are just estimate, right? And then I have entertainment. I just don't take you to the movies, all right? It needs to be in my budget.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Entertainment, I put aside my dear entertainment, right? And then I calculate everything, right? Ke amogela 5,000, right? Everything comes to 4.3.
Okay. That is your salary or what you're spending? Just to be
More
clear.
budget thing.
Okay.
Budget there, I mean.
Okay.
Ke 4.3.
And your salary is how
Ke
much?
amogela 5,000.
Okay.
So yeah, no gonna lay 700 to what happens to it?
Well, I mean, basically, it depends on what on the return of investment you want to get, right? So, for example, if you have an investment plan that gives you, say, 50%, if you're leveraging money on the let's say the stock market, right? If you want to make, say, 500 a month, it means you have to put aside 1,000. So what you put aside is a function of the return of investment you want to make. You don't just say, okay, I'm done spending, now let me save. No, you think about saving before you think about spending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the philosophy that people need to have about
so
saving.
think saving.
Yes.
That is the first thing. Before you spend, save.
Exactly. It shouldn't be an afterthought.
So Jaka Ramagala 5,000 and the first thing is like we want to save 1,000, so our budget we're like, okay, we just have 4,000 to spend, and the first thing we do is save the money.
Yeah, save the money.
Okay.
Also.
Now you keep mentioning return on investment and whatnot. It's like, what is that?
All right. Basically, I'm gonna make reference to the work that I do because I can only refer to myself, right? About 3 months ago, I published a book called Building Blocks to Forex Trading.
Nice.
Because what we do is that in our firm, we specifically teach people how to invest money in the financial markets, right? So based on how we trade, we say, okay, fine. We expect you to be making at least 50% return on investment, right? Whereas now you're just leveraging on the Forex market to say you are now making money based on the fluctuations of the change in currency prices, right? And depending on whether or not you're right, then your return on investment per month should be at least 50%.
Okay, so basically, if the rand goes down, like, can you explain the mechanics?
Okay, the mechanics is that you know I think So basically, what the nice thing about the financial markets, it's kind of like Uber, right? Uber makes money although it doesn't actually own the inventory, which is the cars.
Okay.
So what problem are they solving? They're solving market access. The same thing happens with Forex or with stocks. You can actually leverage Apple stock without actually owning it, right? So whether it goes up or down, it's Christmas every day. If you actually know when to buy and when to sell.
Okay, all right, okay. Obviously, this is where you guys come in because I know nothing about stocks. All right, so saving. we have talked about that. What else should we know as the year begins here now in terms of financial tips?
Yeah, well, I think apart from actually knowing saving, I would also just like to put it to people to invest in financial education, right? Because, and I have nothing against academic education. I do hope it comes through that I am partial to reading a book or two. But however, financial education is very important, especially when there's a shortfall as a result of academic education, because academic education basically teaches you or prepares you for a system that may or may not work you out of a job.
Oh, okay.
So then what do you do now when the very system for which you are trained doesn't give you the job you're looking for? Now you need to find an alternative way of making money, right? The very same thing that Warren Buffett always says, the more you learn, the more you earn. But it depends what are you learning. Financial literacy.
Alright, so ke invest yalo mo go ithuteng yalo ka finances yalo. Is it how do finance it? Are we talking money? Are we talking stock? What are we talking about?
When we're talking finance, when I actually say financial literacy, right, what I just basically means is being wise on how to make money. I'm not saying go and get an MBA or get an accounting degree.
I was about to do that.
Right? Yeah, but just get in touch with the right people that can actually teach you, like, and of course I'm going to keep on referring to myself and to our firm, because that's what we do. We provide financial education, right? So we teach people actually how to invest their money, and where to put their money, where to see trading opportunities also.
So the trick is,
yes.
I sit here for 4 hours, Monday to Friday. I need to be making money.
Exactly. Creating a system of passive income. As you're sitting here, it's possible for you to be making money while you're talking to me.
And I'm guessing all these tips are in your book.
Exactly.
And where can we find the book, and what is the book?
Okay, so the title of the book is Building Blocks to Forex Trading. We recently published it, so I do believe that by the end of this month it will be in all major bookstores.
Yeah.
But you can find it at UB Library and also at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. Yeah.
All right. We still move on with tips yalo. The greatest lessons learned yalo when you want to share with the listener. Financial literacy I mean, you're investing in financial literacy.
I think like I said, financial literacy is very important, and above and beyond everything, risk management. Now to say, okay,
that one comes into practice in December.
Yeah. It does, right? Because I mean, we end up taking money from the coffers of our savings to have a good time in December. Then we pay for it in January, right? So I just think that developing a system of financial discipline, developing a system of continuously learning and risk management. That is to say that if I were to have a risk-reward ratio, make sure that if you do invest, even if it's not the stock markets, make sure that your reward is always more than your risk.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk spending money. I mean, most of us right now, we're already thinking December. I mean, there's a lot of things I need to do in December, a lot of places I need to go in December. How do I make sure when I come back, I get to festival, January?
Exactly. Yeah, so basically that is why I keep on saying develop a philosophy of investing, right? Because let me give you an example. If you are, say maybe you've got your budget tight, and you say, I'm going to put aside 4.3, like you said, for spending. The reality is that there are unforeseen circumstances to which you may be subject that are beyond your control, right? So now if you save, if you're saving up now to invest, then you've got more money in your coffers that is set aside, such that when an emergency comes up, you can now take it from your return on investment and not from the actual savings that you put aside.
This is why I have emergency budget. When I do my budget, I have something that I put aside for emergencies. If there is no emergency during that month, then it goes to savings.
That's smart.
And I never take it back, because now there's another emergency next month. I take my emergency. Last month they get it. No, I always have this certain amount set aside for emergencies on my budget. If there's no emergency, if there's nothing that really needs that money, it goes to savings. Yeah. All right. Thero, Investors Paradise.
Yes.
Let's talk briefly about your company and tell us a little bit what we already have an idea of what you guys do, but tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so basically our vision is basically economic transformation through financial education, right? So as I explained earlier, we are big on financial literacy because we also understand that we have a lot of qualified people that are basically working out of jobs, right? So let me just probably go off kilter a little bit. Stats show that the top 100 rich people in the world actually have a combined net worth of more than the entire GDP of Africa, right? That's the downside. The upside of it, or the saving grace of Africa, is that more than 70% of Africa is actually under 30 years old, which means that Africa is a very young continent. So basically to go back to our vision is really to transform Africa through financial education. And we know that can only happen if we start at the grassroots level. And because Africa is a fairly young continent, we do believe that there is hope. There is a ray of sunshine somewhere. There's a silver lining.
All right.
Yeah.
For those that maybe want to sit down with you and just learn from you, or just get tips from you, or get advice from you, how do they contact Investors Paradise?
All right. So basically, Investors Paradise, our email is investorsparadise.bw@gmail.com. And then also our Facebook page is Investors Paradise Pty Ltd. The interesting thing though is that we're actually now currently restructuring and we're rebranding. So soon we'll be changing the name of the company from Investors Paradise to Joseph Life Enterprises. You want to ask me why? See me after the interview, right? So also we've got our Facebook page, also Joseph Life Enterprises. And then also if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am at investor_Thero_online. And also on Twitter, it's at investor_Thero. And also my business page on Facebook is just Thero Rantshilo. Yeah.
Do you have any telephone numbers?
And then obviously our telephone numbers, I'm a bit edgy about that, but okay. For the sake of this interview, our contacts are 74273891, obviously with the code of +267 since we're a Botswana-based company. And then the other number is 73994104.
All right. Thero, before I let you go, remind us again of those tips.
All right, so basically, let me just summarize them. I call them the 5, right? So firstly is budgeting. Secondly is creating a culture of delayed gratification. Thirdly is rethinking the rationale behind saving to invest, not to spend. The fourth thing is create a system of passive income. And the fifth point is attain financial literacy.
Thero, the director of Investors Paradise, thank you so much sharing with us some financial tips there. I hope that by December, I hope that by January 2020, the story will be different. Guys, the only thing you have
that is bad.
Never.
Like, no, we need to improve our lives, and we need to do better by our lives, by ourselves. We need to do better. All right, Thero, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. My God. Shio. God bless our lanes. Bola Botswana. Yeah. Our lanes overruled. The first elders had to point out what to do. Even when they heard to travel in the boat, they came back without peace. We're celebrating our lanes.